What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Jackson. Let us go.
It is done, then. The tragic tale of the once brave Brother Umberto finally draws to a close. I am grateful to you, my friend, for helping me atone for my part in all this. We will never know if I might have prevented these atrocities. You are kind to say so. And indeed, we must look forward, never back. Speaking of which, I gather you and Jonas now seek to remove the curse on Care Done and claim it for the Soul Wardens. I suppose that's fitting. I must apologize. I judged the Wardens unfairly. Perhaps during the Crimson Madness, but most certainly now. You've proven the Order is honorable and strong. With the corrupted returning, I salute your courage in facing it. I will return to Calvary and seek other ways I can help restore the Brightwood. Perhaps Pennyfather will have grown a spine by now. Either way, I will find some way to serve. I'm not sure I have it in me to face the Crimson Menace once more. This business with Umberto has left me feeling my true age. I will have to consider the offer carefully. And then, perhaps I shall join you at Care Done.
Welcome back, Warden. If I had known the difficulty in claiming the fortress, I might have thought twice. However, I understand it was Umberto's actions that cursed these grounds, and somehow he was the last one standing? It seems his soul was tormented, and perhaps that drove him to make poor decisions. This island eventually makes fools of us all. Come, though. Speak with the young lady. She has made all kinds of preparations.
Oh, you were just in time to interrupt Jonas sharing another tale of your exploits. Not that I wasn't enjoying them, of course. But I'm keen to take a shot at removing this curse. Assuming you have the heart gem. Are you ready? Keep in mind, this isn't an exact science, but whatever bad deeds the Vigil performed here, the worst of them were in the Undercroft. I've anointed the entrance with pure Azoth water and placed the sigils. Take Umberto's heart gem into the Undercroft and destroy it. If what I'm hearing is true, and it protects some part of the soul, you may face some resistance. Bottom line, he must answer for what he did.
My soul will not be so easily vanquished.
I must admit, I really wasn't sure this would work. But look at this place! I'd say it's as pristine as the day it was built. You and I make a good team. Funny, Jonas said the same and Galahad's on board. So I think I might allow myself to go along with the flow. Speaking of, I didn't push you on this before, but something happened to you at the Azoth tree, didn't it? I told you that tree had power, didn't I? Its wisdom is directing you, of course, telling you what to do next. I think Galahad mentioned a sorceress with a purple eye. Maybe we need to find her. Ask him about it.
You've done well, young one. As menacing as that corrupted army and Great Cleave may be, I believe we are safe here. I will maintain my focus on recruiting and training new Soul Wardens to defend the place. You, on the other hand, have no such luxury. You've been quiet, but I can tell the voice of the Tempest still speaks to you. You are connected through the pure Azoth you were exposed to, and corruption strive to claim it. It means you have been imbued with a power that exceeds my understanding, and it makes you both a target and a threat to the enemy. I do not envy the destiny that lies before you, nor do I know where it leads. I will not pretend to understand such things as the Azoth tree, but neither will I deny its primal power. You should heed the vision as Sun suggested. Ask Galahad about this mysterious sorceress with the purple eye.
It seems Providence has already seen fit to verify I made the right choice in coming. I hear this talk of the sorceress with the purple eye, and I believe we have another quest to undertake together. Yes, though I know her by another name. The corpse crone of Weaver's Fen. I have doubts about her existence, but Mayor Pennyfather in Calvary is obsessed. Go and hear his account, and then meet me on the road to the Fen.
You again? Oh, no, please! I have nothing more to confess! You've already exposed my secret shame, and I understand you managed to lure Sun away on some crazy enterprise. What more can you take from me? The corpse crone! Don't say that name so loudly, lest she be summoned. She is the true cause of all this darkness in Brightwood. Indeed, I have written an account. Just read it for yourself and know the horrors she wrought.
Long ago, a witch crept into the eastern fens. This was the corpse crone, and she cast a wicked spell. The deadly hex spread like a sickening plague. The island's immortality was twisted and made obscene. The curse of the lost would haunt our lands. The people sought salvation from this plague. Desperate, we believed conviction our only course. We discovered the soulless could hide amongst us. Committing them to the cold earth was the only answer. Eventually, the crone's purpose became clear. Her hex would bind the restless lost to her will. To this day, her foul curse lingers. Until her evil can be forever extinguished.
There now. You know the full story. Whatever terrible deeds you attribute to the Bright Vigil, they were victims too. Tell me, though, do you mean to track down the vile crone and hold her to account? Be wary then, nosy traveler. Weaver's Fen is a foul territory, ridden with sickness and despair. All the crone's doing, no doubt. I wish you luck, though. Or perhaps a miracle. You'll need it, I fear.
You've heard Pennyfather's sordid tale, have you? I do not give that man's story much credence. Neither do I have any desire to meet this sorceress. Such types cannot be trusted, in my experience. We've come this far, and discovering the truth about the source of the Lost Plague seems wise. But there's a great deal of ground to cover, and little time, if the corrupted are as strong as they seem. Careful not to give too much credit to the Azoth tree. Nature here does not always align with humanity's best interests. If she exists, I suspect, however, the corpse crone may be hiding secrets of significant power. There's a stalwart knight named Sir Britmar who once protected the fen. If she remains, I shall request her aid in this venture. Meanwhile, the crone's curse began in Perryville, so I suggest you search there. Do be careful.
Damn it all. The situation here in Perryville is deteriorating by the hour. It seems one of the lost somehow passed their condition onto a family member who had not been a volunteer. I offered to assess and treat the poor woman, but I was met with nothing but anger and fury. Everyone seems to have forgotten that this effort is in pursuit of protection against a far greater evil.
Let it be hereby known that the shadow...
I hope you had better luck than I, my friend. The legacy of the corpse crone seems to have claimed every town in this region. The only thing I've learned about Sir Britmar is that she departed from this area in some haste. You found the crone's grimoire. Quite an important clue. Filled with records of her vile conjurations, no doubt. But if it makes mention of Britmar, then I should very much like to study it further. Though the Bright Vigil never came this far east, it seems there were those who sought to hold the crone accountable for her crimes. I presume you saw the posters. These shadow hunters gathered in Carberg. Perhaps. I've just come from searching Britmar's home there. The crone's curse swept through Carberg like a hurricane. It appears the entire town fell lost in hours, and the curse still haunts the streets like a contagion. Very well. I should spend time studying this journal for clues to the crone's fate, and that of the brave and loyal Britmar. Learn what you can in Carberg, and then meet me on the town's outskirts. Light be with you, Warden.
This is the sad fate of humankind on this island. All of us, everyone, doomed to lose their souls. That is why we fight.
This journal tells more lies than truths. I simply cannot believe Britmar would support this foul sorcery. What did you learn in Carberg? Did the hunters manage to apprehend the crone? She cursed an entire town. Such power rivals the magic of even Mirrodin himself. Perhaps that explains Britmar as well. Yes, surely the crone had ensorcelled my brave friend. That must be it. The only place that hasn't fallen lost in this dreadful swamp is the ramshackle settlement of Twillen. The only place that hasn't fallen lost in this dreadful swamp is the ramshackle settlement of Twillen. I should like to go there and inquire after Britmar. I cannot rest until I find an explanation for all this. If the journal is to be believed, the crone spent centuries studying the ancient ruins in the fen. That is undoubtedly where she acquired her power. The last entry makes specific mention of the ruins at Vega Bridge. That makes sense. I hope you find answers. I hope we learn the crone ultimately faced justice for what she did. I will go on to Twillen and inquire about both Britmar and the crone. I'll await you there.
I've translated the glyphs on the bridge, and it's clear this passage was once a major supply route. Just as with the obelisk, The bridge was protected by magical devices, strategically placed to ward.
Well now, your timing's as fickle as the tides. It sure would have been nice if you'd shown up before I spent 6 hours trying this myself. This chest is locked by some puzzle, and that's really more your thing than mine. After you left Caer Dun, that alchemist suggested you might need help tracking down the crone and all. Of course, she also mentioned treasure in these ruins. And here we are, a bit of both if we can get this chest open. Did she? Well then, I'm willing to bet she was after whatever's in this chest. If you can figure the lock, we'll find something inside. Probably something worth some coin.
At last! I found one of the ancient devices on top of the bridge, and there is even a flicker of power lurking inside it. This is the key to the answers I've been seeking. The list of experiments I can conduct with this is nearly endless. Hopefully, this will renew Sir Britmar's resolve. She recently declared her intent to abandon this endeavor. But even she should realize the potential of this apparatus. If not, I will have to convince her, because I will most certainly need help getting it down from here and hauling it to Carbag.
So, did you find anything inside? I always fancied a crown for myself. One of those big jewel-studded affairs. Nothing but a mouldy piece of paper. Is that all? This swamp really is cursed. I suppose that's the kind of clue you were looking for, though, isn't it? Does it tell you where to search next? Well, Twillin isn't so much a town as a pile of wooden planks over the muck, but there's a tavern there, at least. I'd ask around. Someone in Twillin knows what became of the crone. I bet my boots on it.
The fact this rank stack of hovels stands as the last safe place in the fen is testament to the crone's evil legacy. Like Pennyfather, many here refuse to speak her name aloud. Nor do they have word of Sir Britmar. Did she? Now that is encouraging. Though it also disproves the theory my friend was ensorcelled. If Britmar abandoned the crone, she may have returned to Hinbroken in the southern marshes. I shall check there next. If Sir Britmar were with us, we would have not only the benefit of her knowledge, but of her patience and strategic thinking as well. Without her, we have only the terrified and distrustful people of Twillin. You should. Unfortunately, many people lost faith in the knights during the Wars of Crimson Madness. Your inquiries about the corpse crone may get more honest answers.
Dismal as it is here, the Weavers of the Fen still honor the old ways. We welcome you as an honored guest. Our numbers are few now, but if there is anything that will enhance your visit, just let it be known. Only the most foolish or desperate would seek out the old sorcerers of the swamp. I wonder, which are you? If anyone around here knows how to find the crone, it would be Bella Ruby. But I didn't tell you that.
What drags you into the vile waters of Weaver's Fen, traveler? Bilge and bastards, that's all you'll find here. Anyone who could leave this place has left long since. How dare you speak the name of that hideous fiend? She twisted the land and turned the living into lost. We are still burdened by the tyranny of her evil magic. And the best we can do is try to forget it. She's still out there, lurking in the bog, taking anyone she finds back to her foul lair and stealing their souls. Don't be a fool. Many have sought vengeance against her. None have returned.
Well, hello there. What brings you around these parts? Most people have better places to be than Weaver's Fen, but for some of us, it's a safe refuge. A place where we can be who we want and live how we want. Oh, not to harm her, I hope. You should know, the crone's quite capable of defending herself. She's not a monster, you know. For those in need, the crone has been known to help. Despite what others may say, the corpse crone doesn't want to turn everyone lost. She doesn't snatch people up in the night or do anything they don't ask for. I sought the crone myself at one point. You see, I was struggling with my identity, who I am inside, and she helped me. She gave me these wonderful medicines, and now everyone sees me in the way I see myself. No, but people need someone to blame for their misery, and they'll choose the easiest target. To petition the crone, follow the trail of torches on the South Road, and be respectful. She has no patience for fools.